Okay, this is Facebook Live Challenge Day 12. You may notice this is not technically Facebook Live. The place where I got set up to do this spot is really cool, but there's not a good signal. So I figured what I would do is I would record it and then we'll post it up there and it'll still count. I've got a buddy hanging out with me. But anyway, so yesterday kind of had the same problem. The Wi-Fi was a little bit choppy, the signal wasn't so good, so not sure how much of you that 3 habits in 30 minutes you guys got yesterday, but I'll recap it just real quick. 3 habits, 30 minutes, morning routine, waking up 30 minutes earlier and doing 3 things, which is pray, sweat, and read. And today, tomorrow, and the next day I'm going to talk about each one of those. Today I'm going to talk about the sweat one because it's Saturday and I just got done sweating and actually had another really cool waterfall that I wanted to do this at, but I got to the park a little late and it was a little crowded, and the idea of doing this with people walking by was just a little too intimidating for me. So this is the next best thing that I could come up with. So anyway, this is the first thing that I started doing, implementing into my morning routine: exercise. And there's so much that I would really like to talk about, and so I'm actually working on some other posts that will go into a lot more detail about exercise, but just to keep it super simple and how sweating applies to those 3 habits in 30 minutes. As far as my morning routine goes, I do the other 2 things first. I do the pray and the reading part first, and then I go exercise. For me, driving to the gym is a really cool thing for me to kind of wake up, and it's hard to just wake up first thing in the morning and hit the ground running and start sweating immediately. So, before I even get started, so this episode is based on sweating. So the book that I'm going to recommend for people who want to start getting into running or to doing any kind of exercise is called Run, Walk, Run. And it's based on the concept of just that: running, then taking a break, walking, then running, then taking a break and walking, and doing that in increments. That's how I ran my first marathon. It's a great way to ease your way into that process. And on that note, the podcast I want to promote for today is the Mile You're In podcast. It's Phil Patterson Jr. Not Phil Patterson. There's another guy named Phil Patterson who's out there. That's not him. If you check out heelstriker.com, that's where you can find his podcast. He interviews a lot of elite runners. He's an ultra runner himself, and kind of want to give this Facebook Live shout out to him. Right now he's in the middle of running a 100-mile race. I think he's about 60 or 70 miles in right now. So he started yesterday morning, so shout out to him and what he's doing, and go check out his podcast. He's brand new to the space, just getting started, but he talks about ultra running, so totally fitting for this episode about sweating and about exercise. Check him out. So back to the 3 habits in 30 minutes. With exercise, we've only got 30 minutes and we've got 3 things we got to get done. So really that only allows, in theory, about 10 minutes for exercise. You can work up a sweat in 10 minutes doing exercise. And there's a couple of resources I want to tell you guys about so that you can do that. If you're just getting started into exercise, you just want to learn how to do this, there's an app on your phone. It's called 7-Minute Workout, and it's by Johnson & Johnson, and it's free. It's a red square with a bunch of white dots that make a circle. Check that app out. You don't need any equipment. You can do it on the road. It's a great tool that I use if I'm on traveling and in a hotel that doesn't have a gym. It's just some quick, easy exercises, and you can repeat them as much as you need to. But really, in 7 minutes, you can get a quick workout in. So that's a great resource. The resource that I first started with, and that really kind of started my fitness journey for me, is Beachbody. It's not free. They do have a monthly subscription. I think it's probably around 20 bucks or so. But what's cool about them, when they first started, all I had was P90X, and that was the system that I started using to get into exercise and started in my morning routine. But now, if you pay for that subscription, you have access to every one of the workouts that they do. There's literally something for everybody. There's a one that's like country themed. There's a hip hop theme. There's P90X. There's Insanity is the one that I really like a lot. There's a bunch of different ones to choose from. There's ones that are really weight intensive. There's ones that are more aerobic based. There's literally something for everyone. So check those guys out if you're looking to, if you don't want to do a gym, if you want to start at home, especially with all the COVID stuff, great resource. The last one is the gym. For me, going to the gym in the morning is something that is kind of like a reward for me. I really enjoy that experience and that process. So getting to look forward to that makes it a lot easier for me to get up each morning and go do that. Now, obviously, when I go to the gym, I'm there for a lot more than just 10 minutes. So, but 10 minutes is a good place to start. So, yeah, that's the exercise piece. Tomorrow, I'll talk about the prayer piece. Being Sunday, I think it's pretty fitting, and we'll go into that in more detail. But for now, make sure to check out the website, www.8keysisgreat.com. Check out all the podcasts there. Check out our latest episode with Marissa Medin, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.